Most people don't quit fitness because they're lazy. They quit because they're really ashamed to come back. And that's exactly what the parable of the prodigal son really is about. All right. So, we're going to tie everything together. What came to me, I said, why people always go to the gym, stop, go, stop? This is for you. You see the departure, right? When we leave the program, the prodigal son asks for his inheritance early. In fitness terms, that simply means that's one of the results without the process. We leave structure, we leave discipline, we leave coaching, recovery, and patience. We chase shortcuts, quick fixes, motivation instead of mastery, right? And at first, it feels amazing. No rules, no routines, no accountability. Right? I have plenty of clients that do this. They go and come back. Sometimes they come back, add more weight, but that's okay. I still love them. The fall off, right? So if you know the story about the prodigal son, follow along. This is a fitness version, right? I'm I'm Minister Tristan. So we did a departure. Here's the fall off. When the body keeps score, eventually the money runs out. And in fitness, your biology always collects debt. Keep telling y'all your body is the best investment or your greatest investment. You feel weaker, you're more tired, you're less confident, and your body start talking back. I always tell my clients our body talk to us, but we gotta listen, right? So in the parable, the son ends up feeding pigs, right? And if you know pigs are, I know y'all love y'all bacon and pork and all that, but it is a filthy animal. No judgment, do what y'all want, but follow along. In fitness, we end up out of breath climbing stairs, avoiding mirrors, avoiding the gym entirely. Not because we don't know what to do, but because we believe we failed too hard to return. And on this journey, this is totally natural, these ebbs and flows, but you just want to keep maintaining your consistency. That's where it really counts. Oftentimes people go, they stop, come back, and then they feel like I'm not good enough to come back. They're too ashamed. So this is really just to inspire y'all to get on back on your path, so to speak, and become the best version of yourself. But sometimes, you got to go out there and let the winds, let you see what you're missing. If you feel like you got fear missing out, all right, go out there and come back. Go out if you decide to. When you go out there, you be like, oh, things ain't really as cracked up what I thought it was or what ought to be, right? But sometimes you need that because from there, once you go out and you see it, that's when your awakening occurs. That's when you be like, I'll just go back broken, right? So the prodigal son, if you know the story, he goes out there and come back. He's like, yo, I ain't doing this no more. He wakes up. He got so uncomfortable being comfortable, but he was like, I need to change my life. And this is where some people are, right? Or they need to get to that point in order to come back home. So the prodigal son doesn't go back expecting a celebration. He's back expecting punishment, right? That's how most people return to fitness. They'll start slow. They'll don't deserve to be strong yet. I punish myself with cardio, but the truth is the gym was never mad at you. It really wasn't. Your body never rejected you. Discipline was waiting, not judging. And that's on this journey. Please, I'm saying for the life of me, allow yourself grace, really, and be patient with yourself. And this is just not limited to fitness alone, just in life in general. No matter what bad you've done, it can be forgiven. You know what I'm saying? You're off returning. He's off returning to mercy, the most merciful. You know what I'm saying? So be kind to yourself. That's why it's called a journey. Sometimes we get so discouraged because we may not think we want the result. The result we desire doesn't come as fast as we think it ought. It ought. But the question is, did you do the work to receive it? And even if you did, who said you're entitled to get it? Right? You're doing work expecting a reward, and then when you don't get it, you're disappointed. And another test of our character is how well do we handle disappointment. You know, I shall proceed. Can I get an amen? So the return, right? Grace builds character faster than shame. So the father, if you notice, when he comes back, the father openly accepts him. Those my son is back, and he tells his brothers like who was there. They probably felt the way like, yo, dad, he was out there wilding, like he left. Pops is like, don't worry, I got you. I.e. your trainer, me, will be like, it's okay, I got you. You're back. I still love you. So we're gonna get you your raiments, put on your princely robes. You know what I mean? Like a Akeem coming to America. Right? He doesn't condemn his son. He doesn't like, I told you so. He restores the son's identity before his performance. And that's the missing piece that's missing in fitness. You don't rebuild your body through self-hate. You rebuild your body through self-respect. The ring, when he gets back, that's his confidence. The robe, that's his identity. The feast is the recovery and the nourishment. So once you come back, it's not punishment, it's really a homecoming, because you're reclaiming your identity back. You're coming back to yourself, your natural self. You see what I'm saying? So don't beat yourselves up. So the lesson is, you ever hear the saying, a great setback equals a better comeback? A setback gives to a greater comeback. And that's what it is. So your comeback is going to be stronger. The prodigal son didn't just return, he returned wiser. If he didn't go through what he went through, or you don't go through what you go through, what story would you have to tell? And you never know who you may be inspiring. They may see that and be like, yo, so-and-so getting their stuff together, they going to the gym. Let me go down. Next you know, you may have a gym buddy and you start a little community on your own. Right? So, as the son came back wiser, it's the same with you with your body. You understand discipline now. You understand consequences of your actions, because everything is based off of cause and effect. You understand that consistency beat intensity. Talking to someone the other day, I was telling them, we think consistency is going 100 all the time, or 100 all the time. I was like, no, if you look at the weather, because I like to study nature, if it's like consistently in the 70s, right, where it's a cool temperature, it's not 70 all week, it's like 70, may go a little 80, you may get 85, but then it goes to 79, 77, but it maintains a constant temperature. It's the same way how you got to train. And the fall wasn't a failure, it's education. So we have to change our perception on how we view failure. It's not that you're dumb, you just realize that didn't work for you. It's the story of WD-40. It's called WD-40 because it was the 40th formula that the inventor got it on. So the other 39 had failed. That's why the 40th one was the one that hit, and we use it now to this day. All right, just a little fun fact for you guys. So in my closing message, if you're falling off your fitness journey, this is your sign. Come back. Don't be shameful. There's nothing to be ashamed about, and don't punish yourself. But be grateful. Be grateful. Show gratitude. Believe it or not, because from those lessons, you can appreciate now the structure, the benefit of being disciplined, the consequences, and everything like that, to become a better you. So your body has been waiting for you the whole time. It's like the best is like trapped inside you, like, let me out, let me out, let me out. And if you didn't go away and ready to come back, you wouldn't have a story to tell. It's like being in AA. They don't have changes until you're like, hi, I'm Tristan, I'm an alcoholic. No, I've never been in AA, but for those of us who know, that's how that's how you get to your path. It's when we take our lowest point, that's when we're subjected to the greatest change. Because from the bottom, when you hit rock bottom, there's only one way to go, which is up. So don't look at failure like that. Just look at it as that formula didn't work, so I have to get a new one. All right. Like I said, it's a journey, so you're learning more about yourself the whole time. All right. So closing with that, if it resonates with you, put Prodigal Son in the comments, or tell your story too as well. Glad to hear it as well. But if you're looking for a fitness program to get your body, spirit, and mind right, mind, body, and spirit right, click the link in the description. Let's get to work. See, we can help you, and we'll get to work and get you to the best version of yourself. This is Alchemy Fitness. Sign it off. Where we transfer from lead to gold. Train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.